In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the grip tape on your skateboard, more specifically an electric skateboard. The process is actually exactly the same no matter what kind of skateboard you're using, as long as it uses grip tape. I'm also going to show you a couple of mistakes that I made along the way. The skateboard I have here is an Exway X1 Pro electric skateboard. It's a little bit different from most boards because it uses this foam grip tape. Normally, the first thing you would do is remove the trucks from the deck. But on this board, the screws for mounting the trucks are hidden underneath the grip tape. So in this case, I'm gonna remove the grip tape first. I'm using a hair dryer to heat up the glue. That makes the grip tape much easier to remove. It may take 1 or 2 minutes to heat up the glue, so be patient. Once the glue softens up, just slowly pull up the grip tape, little by little. If it becomes difficult to pull up, you can either take out your razor and cut a bit of the glue, or go back to using the hair dryer and heat up any glue that's difficult to deal with. Keep in mind that once you remove this grip tape, you're not going to be able to use it again because the grip tape is going to be all stretched out. And when you're pulling the grip tape, grab the grip tape close to the board. That should make the grip tape less likely to rip. Okay, now that I've removed the grip tape, I'm now going to remove the trucks. Again, normally this is the first thing you would do, but because the screws were underneath the grip tape, I'm doing this after removing the grip tape. After the grip tape has been removed, I can now begin to put on the new grip tape. So first thing I want to do is just make sure that my new grip tape is big enough for the deck. If the new grip tape is way longer than the deck, just cut off the extra portions that you don't need. It's going to make things a little bit easier. Once you've done that, just remove the non-sticky part, or whatever it's called, the back of the, you know what I'm talking about. Hold the center of the grip tape on both sides and line them up with the center of the board, and then start from one side and just start applying the grip tape. Keep in mind that the board usually has some concave, so you might want to start from like one side of the board. I mean like either the left or the right side of the board, so that you avoid having any air pockets underneath the grip tape. Like what I mean is, don't apply the left and right sides at the same time. Start with either the right side or the left side, and work kind of diagonally and do it slowly. Just again, make sure there are no air pockets. If you do end up with air pockets, just take your razor, poke a hole in the pocket, and then squeeze out the air. Next, I'm going to use some kind of hard object. In this case, I'm using a screwdriver to rub along the edge of the deck. That's going to create this white outline along the deck so that I'll know where to cut. But I made kind of a dumb mistake here by using a screwdriver that's coated in black paint, because the black coating kind of started flaking off as I was doing this. But anyway, once you've done that, you can start cutting the grip tape. Position your blade diagonally so that it's a little bit easier. The parts where the deck curves, like around the nose of this board, that area is going to be a little bit more difficult to cut. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just keep on going. You can fix it later. So as you can see, I didn't do a very good job cutting, especially around the nose and tail of the deck. So I'm just going back and cleaning that up as best as I can. It's not going to be perfect. Just don't worry about it. Once you've done that, normally what you want to do is cut off a bit of unused grip tape to use as sandpaper and rub along the edge of the new grip tape. What this is supposed to do is, one, it's going to press down the edge of the grip tape so that you don't have grip tape sticking up. The other thing is, this is supposed to help blend the grip tape into the deck, but in this case it didn't really work because the deck on the Exway X1 and the Exway X1 Pro is using line X. So it didn't really turn out the way I expected. So if you're doing this on an Exway board, you can probably skip this step. Next thing you want to do is poke some holes for the truck mount screws. This way, of course, when you're putting on the trucks, you know where to put in the screws. Make sure those holes are big enough for the screws. So So because I wasn't able to blend the new grip tape into the deck, there was still this white outline along the edge of the grip tape. So I took this black marker to just draw along the edge of the grip tape. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I was making it better or worse, but overall I think it turned out better. While I was at it, I also used the marker to hide some scratches and stuff. I was also able to hide some mistakes that I made while cutting the grip tape. Like some parts where I didn't do a very good job cutting, I was able to kind of hide that by coloring that in. And that's about it. If all you want to do is know how to change the grip tape, you can stop watching now, or you can keep on watching and see what else I'm going to do to this board. So again, this is the Exway X1 Pro, and with the X1 Pro, you have two options. You can use either hub motors or belt drive. Originally I was using hub motors, and I'm going to put on belt drive now. They call it the Riot kit. I had the prototype Riot kit in the past. Now I have the final one, so I know that because this board is really fast and it accelerates really quick, I want to put on harder bushings. So I'm putting on the blue bushings from Seismic. Now again, from past experience with the prototype Riot kit, I know for certain that the blue bushings feel noticeably harder than the stock orange bushings from Exway. Now Exway has told me that the orange bushings from Exway are 89A and the blue bushings are 90A. So they should feel almost exactly the same. And one time they even told me that they are actually the same. But to me, they definitely felt different. So I happen to have this durometer meter, this durometer tool, and I don't know how accurate these numbers are, but they do show that the blue Seismic bushings are harder than the orange Exway bushings. Depending on what part of the bushing you're pressing on, you're gonna get different numbers. So on both bushings, I tried to measure the same areas, and I consistently got a higher number on the blue bushings. Anyway, so what I want to do is put harder bushings on the back and keep the default Exway bushings on the front. This happens to work perfectly with the colors of the grip tape. I also have blue nuts, so I'm screwing on my blue nuts, putting on the Riot kit. And I also have these blue Kegels, Orangatang Kegels, and some Zealous bearings. So on some wheels, the bearings are a little bit difficult to push into the what do you call it, the slot, the bearing slot. So I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but sometimes I just take a hammer and I pound it in. If that's actually a bad idea, let me know in the comments. The stock pulleys on the Exway and the pulleys for Orangatang wheels, they look very similar, but they're actually different. So I'm just putting on the Orangatang pulley now. To put the wheel and the pulley back onto the board, you just first put a little bit of belt back onto the pulley, and then you just spin the wheel a bit, push it in a bit, spin the wheel a bit more to get the belt on, push the wheel in. Just keep on doing that until the wheel is all the way in. And that's it. That's my new Exway board. Instead of being entirely orange and black, it's now orange and blue and black. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know and hit the like button. Very soon I'm going to be collaborating with someone from Bay Area ESKATE to do a video about how to maintain your electric skateboard. So be sure to subscribe if you want to see that video. Max was going really fast. He hit a rock, fell, tumbled a few times, bounced up, tumbled some more. Max's board is powered by a battery in his backpack, and when he fell, he lost his cable going from his backpack to his board. We're all looking for the cable now.
哎，别动，别动，别动！哎
呀，上来了！走了！哇，还能用吗？能用，能用。真的，这么防水。
It's really normal for something wrong to happen on group rides, but I've never seen this. Freaking cable fell in a gutter. Who actually found the cable? People are ordering food, so I'm gonna secretly stick my stickers on their boards.